Hi there. Whether you are in academia or research, referencing is a very, very important part of the work you do. Even if you're a student, you still have to reference most of the assignments you do. Recently, I saw a junior colleague of mine who had manually done all his referencing and I had to help him through it. So I thought of providing a simple, straightforward video that shows how to do referencing with these referencing tools for beginner or someone who wants to know more about it. So let's dive straight into it. The most common referencing tools, to the best of my knowledge, are the Zotero, Mendeley, and EndNote. However, these two are at the core very, very similar. The interfaces are a bit different, but they work the same way. I've used Zotero when I was on Mac, moved to Mendeley when I moved to Windows, and I stopped using EndNote because I don't think all the features are free. So I want something that's completely free, and Mendeley serves that purpose. So for this video, we look at how Mendeley can be used simply by a beginner. So if you are new to it in your browser, just type in Mendeley Referencing Manager, then go select this. It opens like this. There's a download button here. There's a sign in, create, support, and these other useful buttons. You can download it and install it on your PC, but I wouldn't recommend that because it will use the storage on your PC to save the data. So the more references you have, the more data you would need on your PC. So I recommend just use the online version. If you have an account, you can just sign in. If you don't have an account, you can just create one. I think creating it is quite simple. However, if you want us to look at a separate video on how it can be created, you can put it in the comment section and I'll get back to you on it. So I already have an account, so let's just go straight into it. Sign in. It shows to sign in here with my institution. However, I can use the login as well, so you can use a different method, but I prefer to sign in with my institution. So just click it. Now it's signed in. You can see my name here showing my library and others. So just click library. Then it opens like this. If you're a first time user, all this will be blank. There will be nothing here. Once you have it, the first thing I would recommend you do is to come to the collections. Now the collections is very, very important for you to group all the work you are doing. Say you are writing 2 different papers, 2 different proposals, 3 assignments. You can create a collection for each of them so that the references will be grouped separately and you wouldn't have them jumbled up together. So to create it, just come down here and just click on create collection. When you click on it, just type in, like, use keywords that will make it easy for you to straight know which one you're talking about. Once you have it, it will open here and it's like, it will be blank. Remember, I don't have a reference in it yet, so it will be blank. Then you have it there. You can create all the collections like I have here. I have a lot of collections based on the works I've done over the years. The second thing to look at is the groups. Now, this grouping helps you to work with people in different schools or in different countries. Let's say you go to this group, you go to manage group. This is a group I created with a colleague I did some writing with in the past, right? You can add people to the group, you invite them with their email address, the email attached to their Mendeley. It will go there, then they can accept and join the group. This part is very, very important because it helps you to do referencing as you work and for them to do the referencing as they work on the same paper, and the references will update in real time. So you don't need to do your work and send it to the person to reference and do their work. You can be working concurrently and referencing concurrently. This is a very, very important tool you should explore, especially if you are working in groups with your classmates or your colleagues. So once you have this set up, the next thing to look at is we have the reference. How do we put references into the reference, right? Okay, we don't want to manually put references into the referencing tool. We want to do everything online, easy, simple, right? So you come and you search Mendeley Web Importer. Then you come to get. Once you get it, it will provide a plugin like that, an extension, sorry. This is a Mendeley extension. Now this extension is very, very important because it helps to extract the references from your desktop, from the tab you've you've opened it to extract all the references from it, and you can directly put it inside. Let's try an example. Let's say I'm working on pesticides. Let's just say pesticides, right? Okay. No, let's say I want the references from Science Direct, a very authentic site. So I go to Science Direct here. Then I'm searching on pesticides, right? Okay, so let's just say pesticides. I go on pesticides. I go through all the papers and I've read them. I see that, oh, this is good. There are data here I think I can use later on, right? Before I move on, you saw that there was a tab opened. When you are using this Mendeley, the tabs keeps open. Do not close the tab. Let it initiate and leave by itself. It's very, very important to for helping the Mendeley to work properly. It will keep popping up. You see it. Don't close it. Now, once you have this opened, you've read this paper and you think this paper is very, very important and you want to use it as part of your work, so you need it, just come here, refresh first, and just come back here, click on the Mendeley extension. It's going to extract the data from this reference. You select the collection. Remember, we created collections. Yes, so you can select a particular collection. You want to put this particular reference into it. Also, if you're working with other people and it's the group you want to put it in, you can also select the particular group, click it and add. It will automatically add into it. So when you come back to the Mendeley, you'd see it appear here in the particular collection you added it to. Very, very nicely, very simply. Once you've done that, the next thing is you're going to work with Word, right? So once you have the reference in the referencing tool, how do you get it into the work you're doing? How do you get it into the Word, right? So you look for Mendeley site for Word. Mendeley site for Word, right? So Mendeley site for Word, then you add it, right? It will create a plugin which will go straight into your Word and you can use it. That is one way of doing it. Another way, if you don't want to do it that way, you can open a Word file. So let's say this is the work I'm working on. So you come to the home, you come here, you will see add-ins, right? When you come to add-ins, you can search an add-in. So you can search Mendeley site add-in. It will open. I already have it in mine. So if it opens in your Word, you just click add and it will automatically download and install it and add it to your Word file. So let's see. If you come to referencing in your work, right, you see that Mendeley site should be there. When I click on Mendeley site, it's opening Mendeley for me here. Very, very important. Get in. It will log in. It will automatically log in directly from the other side. So yeah, here we go. Let me use my institution. Birmingham City Uni. And here you go. Now the Mendeley has opened. I got it. Now when it opens, it will show all references, right? However, don't forget you created a collection for a particular paper. So based on the paper you are working on, you can come here. Let's give it a minute. Yeah. Let me refresh. Okay, here we go. When I come here, now all the collections I have, including the groups, are all here, right? So on this particular paper, let me see, here we go, is this one. Now all the references that I put in this collection, which correspond to the particular paper I'm working on, now shows here, right? Very good. Give it a minute, let me refresh. Here we go, voila, it's here. All the references are here. So if you only have one reference, to show just one reference here. Now let's see, let's try referencing and see. go down. I use here, let me use an example. I have an example here we can use, very, very important. Nice one. Now, this particular diagram, I got it from a different paper, which I think is very, very important for what I'm trying to describe. Now, I put the DOI of the particular paper here to reference. So let's just copy the DOI. Here we go. Copy. Come to here. Let's see. I don't need this anymore, so I can close the tabs. DOIs are links, right? So just put a link inside, search it. Okay, it's open directly to the paper. It was a diagram. Let's verify to see. Okay, this is it. So we verify that is this particular paper. Let's see. It's the same thing, right? Okay. Now we want to reference this paper because we got it from here. So let's refresh. Refreshing is very, very important. Once it keeps the tab is open for a while, refresh it before you reference. So here we refresh it. Then we come here to the extension. We click on the Mendeley extension. It has extracted all the data from this paper. Look at the title: graphene based materials, the same paper. So we come here, then we select the particular collection we want to add it to. Then we add. It takes a while, it's loading. If you look at here, once it's done, it will check it's done. Let's go into the word. Here we go, it's added. Graphene based materials is added. Now we want to reference it here. I don't need the DOI in the work anymore, so let's remove the DOI. Nicely removed. Now we want to put it. Now look here, references is part of the sentence. However, it's not part of the last word. So we space out the last word and the reference. So once we have it here, it's just one reference, so we can just click here to insert it directly. But if it was multiple references for this particular, we could check, then reference, but it's just one. So just click insert reference, give it a bit. Here you go, voila, it's there, it's referenced. I'm done. Let me unhighlight it. Yeah, now it's referenced. Very good. You see, now if it's referenced directly with Mendeley, if you put the cursor on it, it shows a bit highlighted, showing that it's been referenced the same. So let's try a couple more references here just to clarify it. Now we have one more. Let's see. Okay, this is a reference, right? So let's see. Now before I go, let me show you something. Now this reference is there. However, it was not referenced with Mendeley. Look at it. This one was referenced with the 2. See how it highlights when I put the cursor on it. When you come here, you see that, showing that this one is manually placed into it. It has not been referenced with Mendeley. So let's do the referencing with Mendeley. Let me search it. Now I'm able to search it directly here because the reference is already in the referencing collection I have. If it's not, then I have to get the DOI of this paper or the title of this paper and then search it and then add it to the collection in Mendeley before I can cite it here. Don't forget. So let's see, I know the particular paper, so yeah, it's this paper. So let's remove the manual one. Removed. Then here we go, we insert. It's inserted directly. It's the same. So you see that there's a difference. Look at it. It's the same as this, right? All right. So this is how you reference. It looks like a tedious process, but it's not. When you get used to it, it becomes very, very easier. If you have any question concerning this or the aspects of it you want more explanation, put a comment in the comment section. I'll try my best to get back to you. Have a good one. Safe.